What's up, guys? It's Rob here making another video. Do apologize for the wait. I've been very busy lately, but I finally have a little bit of time to sit down and make a video, and really excited about some of the things I'm going to talk about, and one of them being this. I'm very excited. Many of you heard last week or the week before last, SNK Peleonero made a press release announcing the rebirth of the Neo Geo. Yes, excellent. I'm very excited about that. It's been a long time since we heard from SNK Peleonero, but the mighty return of the Neo Geo will be in a handheld format. They're calling it the Neo Geo X, and it'll be released December 6th. Real excited about that. The system itself is going to retail around $200, which is steep. It is very steep, I think. Even for a for a handheld that plays retro games, arcade perfect retro games, but nonetheless it is $200. It's a bit pricey, but in my opinion it's well worth it. And again guys, I'm biased. I'm a huge SNK fan, as you can tell. The bad boy sitting on top of there, the king of the mountain, of my mountain, AES. Like I said, it's $200. It's going to retail for $200. And it's going to come preloaded with about 20 to 25 games, somewhere around that area, preloaded into the system already, which is pretty cool. I've heard reports that it looks like an oversized iPhone with controller pad, with buttons and an analog stick on it. Looks very interesting. I'm very stoked about it. The thing that really sold me on this, guys, was the bundle pack, the gold system, if you will, that will be released comes with your Neo Geo, X, the portable hardware system, but it's also going to come with an AES console. It's not really a Neo Geo AES per se. It's an actual charging station for your Neo Geo portable system. It charges it, but here is the thing that kicks serious ass. Now, this hardware, this charging station that is designed to look like a Neo Geo AES, actually is going to have an HDMI port in the back, which means you can actually hook it up to your HD TV and play Neo Geo in all its glory, which is super amazing. I'm so stoked about that. Actually, it's also going to come with a classic controller. It's very similar. Let me show you guys to this bad boy right here. It's going to look pretty much the same, except for the graphic here will say Neo Geo X or whatever. Still a lot of questions remain to be released on it. My main thing it'd be great if I can actually plug one of these bad boys into the AES unit charger system, and won't have to buy another one of these to play two-player games. But that is the fantastic news. Like I said, it is a steep price. But my main thing is I've always wanted to play the Neo Geo on high definition television, and I've had opportunities to actually send out my system to get modded with the the Unibios chip and the HDMI or component high definition component cable adapters in the back. But to tell you the truth, guys, I'm a paranoid freak. I would not sleep that night knowing that I have to take this bad boy out of the box, put it in bubble wrap, send it off, via airmail, UPS, FedEx, whatever, to a complete stranger. It's just not worth it for me, and I've been very tempted, but it's just the risk is just so high for me. The Neo Geo is one of my favorite systems of all time, and I did pay a pretty penny for my system, and boxed. I imported from Japan, and I just can't bear to actually send it off. So with this alternative, I'll be very happy with. Little has been said about pre-orders. I've been trying to pre-order it, but there's not a lot of information right now. I check the website daily. I've actually logged on. I've actually signed up to their mailer list. But that's all that's known. It's going to have a December 6th release date. There's going to be the basic hardware package, and like I mentioned before, the Neo Geo X Gold system, which is going to come with the controller similar to this, the AES docking station, and of course the portable system itself. Just to give you a little backstory on the Neo Geo, it was released by a company called SNK back in 1990 or 91. It retailed for almost $700. It was arcade perfect in your house, which means you bought this bad boy, you took it home, you were fortunate enough to afford the games or the system itself. You were playing basically the arcade. You had the arcade experience in your house. This is how big the video games were, the carts were. As you can see, this is the original Fatal Fury with Terry getting his ass kicked pretty much here. It's one of my favorite games. Now, the games themselves, the cartridges themselves were enormous. This is freaking huge. Very big by today's standards. It's the size of a standard NES cart. And this is a Neo Geo cart. It's crazy. This is basically an arcade board cut, basically they just cut the arcade boards, made them smaller and just put them in here. Enormous cart, and it just smells so good. They have this, like, I don't know what kind of plastic is used. It smells intoxicating. It's just great. You can smell this getting high off of it. But anyways, so yeah, this is what the games look like. This is actually an official US release with the dog tags on them. But great news for SNK fans everywhere. If you guys have any other information, please let me know. I've been trying to like I said, to pre-order, but I can't seem to find a site. They haven't released it, or I'm just trying to order it myself. I'm really stoked about it. There was rumors that it was gonna. I heard it was a hoax way back the beginning of summer. I guess it was leaked out. A couple of press shots were leaked out, but everyone basically called shenanigans on it, saying it was a hoax and whatnot. But it's official now, and I'm very happy to. I'm very happy to know that it will be released, and I can't wait to order that. Going on in other news, been into a huge Aliens kick lately. Aliens franchise is one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. It's a timeless classic, and I've had a love-hate relationship with the video game franchise. There's been several throughout the decades, basically, starting with the Genesis, Super Nintendo days. Weren't that great. There's a couple of titles there that are okay. I did pick up the Alien vs. Predator title a couple of years ago. The graphics were amazing by far, but the gameplay was just so crappy. I mean, it was too hard to begin with. Very frustrating game. Control schemes were just so difficult and just shoddy. Kudos to Rebellion Studios. They did an alright job. They captured a lot of the essence from the franchise. Granted, it is a new franchise with the Alien Predator mashup, but I liked it and I didn't like it, and I ended up just trading the game. But now, with this new game coming out, which is called Colonial Marines, which is due out in February, saw some actual gameplay footage on it, and it just looks so much better. Souped up graphics, the gameplay itself and controller schemes are 100 times better. Again, I believe it's going to be released on Xbox and PS3, and you will have your standard editions and, yes, your collector's editions, which I want to pre-order. I believe the collector's edition, it comes with a couple of figures, a shitload of DLC, of course, a cool alien box, and I believe some maps and lithos and things of that nature. And then again, now these collector's editions that are coming out are just very steep in price. You're basically paying $100 and up. Is it worth it? Some of them are, some of them aren't. These collector's editions that are coming out, like I said, it's hit or miss. It all depends on what kind of fan you are. If you're a diehard fan of the particular franchise, like Max Payne over here, you can see. I love this. I was been waiting for this game for a very long time. Great game. Great box set. Huge box. You know, I have Max watching over me. Came with a bunch of cool stuff. And to me, it was worth it. Some other people might disagree. I'd love to get your guys' opinions on that. On on the way, I guess, collectors editions and how much they're being priced. I'd love to hear. I do have a lot of people, a lot of friends that actually collect the expensive collector's editions, and I have a lot of friends that are damn near against it and just pay the regular retail price for a standard edition. Love to hear you guys' comments on that. Again, I think the Aliens Colonial Marines game comes out sometime in February. And keep your eyes peeled for the Neo Geo X. Be making a huge unboxing episode when I do get my hands on one, which will be a great day. I'll be around Christmas time. And keep your eyes peeled for that. Keep your eyes peeled for the new Aliens game coming out in February. And I will post another video as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, guys.